Hello, my convicts and convict catchers. This is Isaac of Convict, bringing you guys and gals another quick video. So today's another quick video because we have another unboxing. So today we're going to unbox a new item that I've got. What we're going to do is I'm kind of going to do a little series. I've said and mentioned about it before in regards to trying to find out what the best accessories are for playing on PC and so on and so forth. So without further ado, we're going to unbox this new item here and have a look at it. I'm not going to show you the front because it'll show my address. Let me just open this up and pull it out. And there we go. So today we're going to be looking at this, which is called the E500. The E500. And there's some information on the back, which I'll read out. These are basically earbuds from Final. And I wanted to try them out because they actually say that they're supposed to be really good for ASMR, they're supposed to be good for VR, and they're supposed to be good for virtualization, which is something I do use. So these are what they look like at the front here, as you can see, Final E500. The front doesn't really say too much other than obviously the name, and that's the color black. On the back, specifications, product code, impedance, sensitivity. So it does 16 ohms impedance, sensitivity is 98 decibels, weight is 15 grams, and cable length is 1.2 meters, which is quite short, but hey ho. And then you've got the main unit, and then you've got the earpieces as well that fit onto onto the device as well, obviously. So let's open this and have a look at it and see what we think. So I've got a couple of different earbuds. I'll show you them all in a moment and we'll go through them. But I want to kind of do a little series where we try to find out what the best ones are, because I've seen a couple of people actually doing like a little series to find out the best controllers, or those that have like all the controllers on the wall, and it just basically gets sent controllers by different companies and they test them out. And then obviously let you know which one's good, or if they're not good, and talk a little bit about the performance of them and stuff. So yeah, I kind of want to do that with earphones and maybe with controller as well, and maybe in the future a bit more accessories. Excuse me, I got very itchy nose today. Let's open this like so. You get this little sleeve. Once you get this out, you've got a selection of different earbuds. As you can see there, got all these different types of earbuds you can use. I've got an abundance of them now. Pull this out. And then you've got the warranty card in there as well, which is pretty cool. And these are the earbuds. I can show you. These are what they look like. Just gonna check now. Okay, so they basically just have a bit of tape wrapped around the top, and then it's basically on stick, and then it comes off. I can get it unstuck. That is. It's basically a bit of sellotape they've just put over the ends to keep it in, I believe. Which side is it on? Oh, okay. They've got like an actual lip. You can't see because of the see-through paper, but there's an actual lip, as you can see here, little lip thing here, and that's what was sticking down and holding it in place. And just gently take this out. There you go. Now I know with that one we can do the same with this one. So if you look to the side here, there is a little lip sticks out. It's where are you now? I can't see it on this side. Well, hard to see it. It's here. The little lip here. If you pull that down like that, freeze them so you can actually take them out, and just untangle obviously the bit here, and there we go. So the length of cable actually feels like pretty lengthy. It's got like a little Velcro thing as well that you can undo. There you go, little Velcro thing. This releases, obviously, the length of the cable. Based on this, cable length is pretty decent. It's actually pretty decent for what the cable length is. Show you. Got a pretty decent cable length on here compared to these ones I've got in here at the moment, which are the KZ AS16s, I think these are called. These here. About the same length. They are about the same length, so that's not too bad. So these are the other ones I've been using at the moment, the KZ AS16s. These, like I've said before, when I first used them, they seemed pretty decent. They are very loud though, and with them, it's not as... The best way to describe it is like, you could tell the difference. If you went from Windows default to stereo, you could tell the difference. They are very, very loud. And the audio that comes through them, there's not as much bass to them, but they do have a very loud sound to them. These are supposed to be made with in mind for like spatial audio, like I said, ASMR and virtual reality. So we're going to try these out and see what we think, and have a look and go through that. So let's plug these in. The quality so far, they feel pretty decent. They're a bit plasticky, but they do feel pretty decent quality. The earbud seem okay as well. Just checking on Rio's here with me as well. Just taking his sock off. Can we tell which side is which? That's the question. Is there a indicator to which side is which? There is. I can't see it. It's very hard to see. Me untangle them. Then we'll try and figure out which one's which. It don't actually say. I can't even tell. Either that or I just can't tell in this light. There's no full marking for L and R. I think this one says R. I think. Could be wrong. Could be just the pattern. It's on it. Interesting that. I've had that on. I've just looked at the back, but the back is just a logo. It doesn't actually tell you which one. Does it tell you on the wire? No? That's interesting. That's just doing this. 2 minutes. You have to do it 2 minutes, darling. Sorry. Real's trying to grab my attention. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know which one's supposed to go in which one. So putting them in my ears, they do feel comfortable. They don't feel hard to the ear. They're supposed to have noise cancellation to them as well. In the ear, they're not too bad. Not too bad. They do kind of, but they don't like stick straight. They do have like a bit of weight to them, so they do pull down the sides here. They're very, very small and very, very tiny little handles to them. Compared to these are obviously quite chunker, especially these. They're pretty, you know, thick. These are pretty thin and small. If you like them to be somewhat discreet, then these will definitely be more discreet. But yeah, I'll have to figure out if I can find out which one's L and R, because it doesn't actually show. Hello, so this is Kappa slightly into the future. So I've been doing a bit of playtesting with these E500s, and they actually are very, very good. I've had really, really good results with them. I've been playing now at least 10 games and I've had a really, really good result. They are only £20. So if you are interested, I'll put these in the description anyway, so you can check them out if you wish to. £20 is not that expensive. So, you know, if you ever in the future consider, but these are very, very good. For the spatial audio, absolutely phenomenal earphones. I've been testing them now. They're very, very clear. They're not like over harsh for the ears, which I was getting with the AS16s. They seem almost like too quiet. When you first put them in, you think, wow, they sound very, very quiet. I might have to turn up all my volume. You don't. You don't actually have to do that. It's very, very good audio for what it is. And I've had a really, really good time of using them. I can hear everything. I can tell which direction people are going to go in. I'll add in a moment a clip of me doing a couple of games, which I did from the previous video. And you'll see that. And I'll add that now. That's teammate, I can hear. Yep, this guy's here. Look, he's right here. So the audio quality is very, very good. Knowing where people are. Right, so you're back. So yeah, the only problem, like I said, I don't know if I said it during the unboxing. The issue with these, if anything, is a bit small. The feel of them, they do feel a bit plasticky, but not that bad. Not that bad, to be honest. Normal earbud kind of style, but they do have like a plastic feel to them. They do fit in the ear pretty well. They do hang down a little bit, but it hasn't caused me any issues. These earbuds are very good for my ears as well. I think I've got quite small ears, inner ears. So these work very, very well. Obviously, we've got the others in there as well if you've got bigger inner ear canals. So definitely experiment with different buds if you've got any problems with that. The only problem I've said before, if I didn't say in the unboxing, is you can't tell which one is left and which one's right because you can't see it because it's actually very, very dark. Now, if you get it into a light, you can just about see where it is. Right at the end where the tip is, right here at the very end where the tip is, where my fingernail is, my little fingernail, it does actually show. What I had to do, funnily enough, is get my phone, turn on the light on my phone, and then shine it at the actual earphone. And then I can see it says E500L, and then the other one says finals, and then it says R on it. So I can now tell that this one's the left, this one's the right. Obviously, you can put them in your ears and you'll be able to tell if you go into like the firing range, put it, you turn sideways to the mannequin, let the mannequin move, and it'll obviously, if it sounds like it's moving from your left ear, if you're facing like left side, then obviously you'll hear it in your left ear. If you're facing right side, obviously be a right ear. And if it sounds mixed, then obviously they're the wrong way around. But yeah, if you want to find out what they are easily, just shine a bit of light or go up to a light and you'll be able to see which one's left and which one's right. You may want to mark them or maybe put like a little sticker or something on them, you know, to tell which one's left and right. Other than that, they've been absolutely really, really phenomenal. One other thing I would recommend you doing, now this is completely up to you if you want to do that. So they're £20. However, if you go over here to the Microsoft Store, the little box at the moment, let me move over to the correct screen. Go to the Microsoft Store and click on the Microsoft Store here. If you go and search for this, which is called Dolby Access, this is what you want to put in, or you could put Dolby Atmos, and it will find it either way. As you can see, it's here, Dolby Access. Now, you do have to pay. It's about £20. I actually got it. It's only a one payment, I believe, because I've not had any other payments come out for this or anything like that. So it's one purchase and that's it, done. £15 is what it costs here in the UK. So check it out on the Microsoft Store. Have a look for this. Once you get this, if you go down to the bottom right here, just underneath where I am, you'll go to the audio, right click, go to sound settings here on Windows 11. And then if you choose obviously what yours is. Now I use a digital output because I have a digital output to the PC that's connected to the back of the Go XLR. And then at the front of the Go XLR is where I plug these earphones into the front of my Go XLR Mini. Once you've obviously found out what you're playing through, whether it's your digital audio or you're playing through system, then all you need to do is go to the bottom, go to more sound settings, click on this, which will bring up the pop-up. Obviously for Windows 10, it'll automatically bring you here anyway. Go to your playback device, search for your device, click on it, so highlights with your left click, go to properties, then obviously make sure that your enhancements. Now, you can try this if you want. I'll show you in a moment how to do this, but all you need to do to get this to work, the Dolby Atmos headphones virtualization to work, is click here and choose Dolby Atmos for headphones. Now, if you have it turned off, or you're not sure if you've got it on or not, if you go here and it says this, enable Dolby Atmos to access audio settings, it means it's off. So all you need to do then is go back to more sound settings, go back to your playback device, find your device properties, go to the spatial audio sound, and then make sure Dolby Atmos is ticked, apply, okay, okay. And then when you open up the app, it will bring you here and it will show you this. This means that it's on. It's physically working. So you could probably put it, if you've got, like me, 2 monitors on the other monitor, and then it's on that side. If you've got any problems or you think your audio is not working properly, just have a quick look at this audio app, the Dolby app here. And if it's showing like this, then there's no problem. If it's not, and it's saying obviously enable it, then it's obviously you've turned it off or whatever. I've never had any issues with it turning off unless I unplug and plug it back in. I think that's the only time I've ever had to double check and make sure that the audio is actually on. Every time I've turned off the PC and turned it back on, it's always been on, unless I unplug the audio from the actual GoXLR Mini. Another thing you can do here, which is completely up to you. I don't recommend this because it actually wasn't very good for me, and it actually sounds, it makes sounds louder, but it makes all the sounds, rather than having higher and lower frequencies, makes them level. So it brings all the lower levels up and all the higher levels down to that level. So you're hearing everything kind of like on the same plane. And it's really weird. I hate it. I don't know why people recommend to do it. And obviously in the Art of War tune, he does it because obviously he messes with the audio frequencies to turn them up and down anyway. But for this generically, using obviously the Dolby Atmos, I won't recommend it. So if you want to use the other bit, which I've just showed you before, which is the enhancements, you just click here and then you go to settings, set it to short, and press OK and apply, then that applies that. However, like I said, I don't recommend having it on. I recommend having it off. Just have the spatial audio set to Dolby Atmos for Windows, for headphones. And that's the only thing that you need on there. If you do want to do that, and however, you don't have the option for it, which I didn't for my Realtek through the digital audio, through the GoXLR Mini I do, but my digital audio, it won't allow me, actually allow me to do it with this. It didn't have that option. To basically fix that so it works is click that device, go to properties, then go to properties again, then go to change settings. So properties, change settings, then go to driver, go to update driver, then go to browse my computer for drivers, and you then have this, go to the list so you can pick available drivers on my computer, and then you'll get an option of a couple of hardware compatible. Obviously you can untick this, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just leave it as show what's compatible with your headset, and you should have an option to have different ones on here. If you don't, then it probably is that your headset just isn't compatible. Obviously if you've got these, if you've got the same as me, like a digital audio cable or anything like that, it should work. And have this as well. All you need to do then, because I was on Realtek high definition audio before, is tick the one that you want, click next. It'll say obviously, do you want to continue? If it doesn't, it might not give you the warning. If it, I don't know if it does or not. So just double check is what I'm trying to say. Basically the short version. I'm not sure if this is what it shows you. Just put yes, whatever it says, just put yes. I'm going to put no because I've already got it and it might cut off my audio for the recording. And then obviously just go on with that until it's done. And then once you've completed that, then you'll get this enhancements tab and then you can click here, click it, and then make sure it's highlighted, go to settings and then change it. Make sure you do highlight it in blue. Otherwise, if you have it up there and settings, then it's going to obviously go for the room calibration and not obviously what you want it to, which is the loudness EQ. So make sure you tick it, make sure it's highlighted in blue, go to settings, and then you can change that on there. Again, I don't recommend it. Even with these earphones, I've tried it a few times. I don't like it. It just doesn't work for me in terms of my ears. It just made everything on the same level. So I just couldn't tell if someone was close or far. Without it, like I've shown you in those clips I did before, absolutely phenomenal. Perfect sound, could follow those people without no issues whatsoever. Obviously with dead silence, you know how I feel about that. And even with bone conduction headset, they've changed the audio some way. So obviously it doesn't show that little jingling sound that you used to get before. They've removed that for some weird reason, which is kind of dumb. It's one of the reasons why I like the conduction headset, but yeah. Anyway, so I've been playing with this for a few hours. Obviously since after it came, which was around about 4:30, I think it was 3:30, 4:30. And since then, obviously, it's now 8 o'clock. So I've had a good time to play with them on and off and kind of try them and see how I felt about them. I actually do recommend them. They are very, very good. If you use the Dolby Access. Without them, I'm not 100% sure. I might have to do a little test on that and kind of do like a little update. But with it, it's very, very good, especially with the Dolby Access, because these are obviously made for spatial audio. So it works very well with that in order to give you those sounds where you can hear someone come from your right, hear someone come from your left. It does sound a bit quieter than normal headset than the other earphones because they're so boomy loud, the KZ AS16s. So it did take me a little bit to get used to it sounding quieter. But trust me, you can still hear perfectly. I've had no issues hearing people and hearing which direction bombs have come from, gunshots, and footsteps, obviously, when they're not using dead silence. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully this helps you out. So, yeah, the finals E500 is what they are, £20. I will, again, link them in the description. They are very, very good, and they've worked very, very well for me. I definitely will probably look into more of their products in the future and have a look at their more higher end and see if they're good. So, again, E500 from Final on there. Very, very good. So, hopefully this helps you out. If you want to see more videos on more tech, whether it's on earphones or different types of controllers like I've got here, which this one was $24.99. This was about £60, which is the GameSir Cyclone Pro. This one as well. I can't remember what this one's called. It's it comes under model T29. You can get this pretty easy as well. But yeah, that's it, more or less. So if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, maybe even consider joining if you want to. It's $1.99 and $4.99 options. You choose whichever. The $4.99 options obviously are for my more long-term, obviously, Convict elites who have been here for a very long time and obviously wanted to support me in another way. So if you want the bare bones normal that I always suggest for people, the $1.99, please consider joining. Don't forget, just like this video. That's all you need to really do. And subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure the notification bell that you hit it back to back. And make sure it's set to all, as it will automatically set it to featured. If you want all my content, if I can even speak, then make sure to set it to all. Anyway, salute you all. And yeah, for now.